It was so amazing. I was so blown away with the community because I haven't ever been in a community like that before. The silent discos were my favorite part. We were going so hard, wasn't getting that much sleep, but they were so worth it. I was just looking forward to that part every day. One of the moments I'll never forget was the song circle. And one of the silent disco like nights, we did that song circle. That was just, oh my God, that was revolutionary. That was amazing. Everybody's voice was amazing. I was like, what? I've never been in a room with so many open, amazing voices. Wow, it exists. I'm here.
What's good, Dharma Glow family? I'm here with Starlight. Thanks for being here, Starlight.
Thanks for having me.
I met Starlight a couple of years ago at a Dharma Glow event back at Sage's house. We used to have those house parties back over there. I think we had some silent disco vibes, and that was really fun. It was like an intimate gathering, like maybe 30 people or so. Yeah, just a lot of dancing, a lot of joy, a lot of breakthroughs, a lot of vulnerability. And then last year I invited Starlight to come to the Glow Up in Atlanta, and she was like, bet, I'm gonna make my way down there. And she was part of the field of collective Christ energy that was created because it's a bunch of different beings. So I feel like have done their own work on their own paths coming and with the same intention. So it was great to have you there. Now she is part of the Dharma Glow team. So she's going to be helping put on a chakra cleanse retreat leading up until the Glow Up. So that'll be from October 4th to the 10th. And then the VIP day is the 10th. And then the main event is the 11th. So I just wanted to come on here and give y'all a chance to know her some and also hear about her experience last year at the Glow Up. Rocking what color would we call this? Mint? Glow Up? God is love.
Like a teal.
Teal? Okay.
Like a green blue.
It's good. It looks good on you. I'm not sure that color would look good on everyone, but you rock it well.
Yeah, I like this color.
Yeah. I just got this, I guess it's called sand color.
Yeah, it's like beige.
Yeah. With the shorts.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's pretty clean.
Wow. Oh my gosh, yeah, I like that. I like that shirt a lot.
So that's a big part of what Dharma Glow is about, is bridging more traditional spirituality that can be a little bit more stale and bridging the culture with fun and play and music and different types of arts. And I know you create a lot of things, play out of music, all that type of stuff. How was your experience last year at the Glow Up? That was your first time coming.
It was so amazing. I was so blown away with the community because I haven't ever been in a community like that before. So that was like the first like really kind of like edgy thing that was there because I also am such like a busy creative person that I don't really go to things like that. Let alone like I didn't know what I was walking into. Like I just was open to experiencing what was there and the people that were there, and yeah, it was amazing. And actually it's funny too because the chef that's gonna be at the retreat, I literally would pay her for food at Dharma Glow. She like would bring like wraps. Oh my gosh, they're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just like little highlights that I remember that I was like, oh my gosh. Talking to the other musicians, Tony Jones was pretty cool. They're really cool people that come to the club. Yeah. So I'm really grateful that I went, and I was glad I got to support Sage also in her first performance. She did so good for her first time. So amazing. Such a natural.
And natural performer.
Yeah, I loved like watching her, like just watching her. I was like, wow. Yeah. And then the silent discos were my favorite part. We were going so hard, wasn't getting that much sleep, but they were so worth it. I was just looking forward to that part every day. Waves with disco.
Yeah, for those of you that are curious of what she means, is we had the actual event because last year it was a 2-day event. So we had the VIP day, meet and greet with the artists and the sound check. And then day one, divine feminine, day two, divine masculine day. But before each day and after, like we would usually go over to a house where everyone was staying and we would eat together and dance and have these silent discos. And they were just super lit. And it was always just us in a house with cool lighting and the music. And I feel like that's something that is unique about our experience because all the artists that you mentioned, like Landrell was over there, I was over there, Tone was over there. It wasn't like artists are over here and everyone else is here. It was like everyone was a community, commingling, just being humans together and having fun. I can't remember if it was the first day or second day, but when we had the song circle and everyone was singing and sharing, and the vibration of Christ's energy was so high and it was so clear that it was everyone's contribution to it. It wasn't just one big name. It was just everyone being in harmony and being on the same frequency. And it was really beautiful. You have a beautiful voice. You share some songs.
Yeah, that's what I did. It's unreleased. That's been unreleased for too long. Yeah.
Had you been to any other types of festivals like that before or any festivals at all? So that was your first festival.
That was my first festival.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I've been to a lot of festivals. And they're not like that. So that's an interesting first.
Yeah. It was intense, yo. I was blown away in the moment. I was like, damn, I can't believe this is happening. Like, one of the moments I'll never forget was the song circle. And one of the silent disco like nights, we did that song circle. That was just, oh my God, that was revolutionary. That was amazing. Everybody's voice was amazing. I was like, what? I've never been in a room with so many open, amazing voices. Wow. It exists. I'm here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And that's an exciting development because right now I'm working on Dharma Glow Records and Dharma Glow is turning into it's a for everyone's spiritual growth, but I think it's narrowing down into being a place for creatives to have an incubator space and be able to co-create and build with like-minded creators who have the same intention, further their art, because that's how we amplify our message. And I think music is the most powerful way to amplify a message. I'm wondering, there were a bunch of performances and there were also a bunch of healing modalities that were shared. And could you share one of each that stood out to you? What was one of the healing sessions that stood out? And then we'll do the music after that.
Okay. When Tony Jones performed, I was bawling my eyes out. Well, her performance was just unlike anything because her music is not normal music. It's very much for people that are trying to level up and like trying to upgrade. I started listening to her, which was crazy that she was there because I started listening to her about a year. I was listening to her all the time. I was on road trips, like road trip after road trip, playing Tony Jones. And I'd like get into a trance. I was telling her about it. Her music would put me in a trancey thing, but it was always bothering me. It's like the way she sets her music. Okay. I love it. So yeah, that was really profound for me. I don't know what song it was that hit me so hard because I don't know if it was one I've ever heard before, but it was so intense in the moment. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, we're all saying affirmations together and I'm bawling my eyes out. It's so amazing. And I know I wasn't the only one that was crying during that too. There's definitely many people bawling their eyes out. Yeah. So that was definitely my favorite performance. There's just like an aha moment too, like seeing her in real life and she created such amazing affirmational music that could help so many people if they knew that it was there. I feel like a lot of people don't even know because there's like sound healing, but like affirmation music. Yeah, that's where it's at. Yeah, and then for the workshop, definitely Camila, like 100%. Yeah, her breath work blew me away. I actually kind of watched it more than I sat in it, but I've done that type of breath work before. And it is so intense. That's my favorite type of breath work. And yeah, I really the intensity of it. And also with the way she did it, like I really enjoyed the like way she was doing it. Like there was a few things that I remember, like having the childhood or like having a tantrum, like giving permission, like to yourself and also like from someone else, like to create space for like energy to be purged and to be felt. And yeah, I just feel like that's really potent medicine for people. It's people like hold all of it in and don't get fucking crazy and emotional because it's too much for some people. We're never allowed or able to express those things right now. Yeah, it was really great. I was like, wow, I was blown away, like watching people go through it too. A lot of people were crying, and yeah, I just know that a lot of energy was being moved that in that session. The whole weekend, but yeah, in that session for sure.
Yeah, and that's why I think the festival is so special is because it is starts off with the healing on the body, with the yoga, with the sound healing, with the breath work, and then we eat clean, listen to some inspirational talk, and then we dance and have a good time and do affirmations and twerk and stuff like that. So it's like you get cleansed, but then you get filled back up with very intentional energy, and people are wearing God is love clothes, and it's really a beautiful experience. And I have been to many festivals that are huge and they have lots of stages and lots of things going on. And I have had good experiences there, but I've also felt overwhelmed, and there can also be a lot of chaotic energy at those experiences. So I like this one because everyone's having the same experience and it's a trajectory of energy that's being guided to a certain place. We were all there for the same thing. We're in the same place. And it's just really powerful that way. So I'm excited to do it again this year and to have you be a part of it. And for our retreat, that's the week leading up to it. What are you planning on offering?
Great question. I want to offer a lot of things. I want to do a cacao ceremony. I want to do some voice activation, song circles every day. Actually, I want to do the voice opening. I actually feel really inspired, and we can talk more about this too, but I feel really inspired to start the day with some silence, meditation, breath work, and then song circle. That would be a really like fun flow to go into every day, and start off the morning silent so that everyone's going inward at the beginning, and then we all open up as the day like opens up as well. Yeah, so that would be great. And people can alternate too, like on doing breath work or like meditation or whatever. We can figure that out and play with that. And then I also want to do some yoga too, because my yoga is very different than I was just in a yoga training. And yeah, it's Vinyasa Awaken Yoga. It's phenomenal. It's life changing. I can't wait to share some of that magic medicine. What else?
Maybe you'll share some of your music at one of the evening sessions.
Definitely that. And also doing some authentic relating or connecting. Yeah. So people can feel connected.
Yeah, I'm excited. I plan on sharing music and leading breath work and meditation as well, but how people channel the energy and hold the space is different. So I think it'll be cool to see what does it feel like when I do it versus Starlight versus Aquila versus when Jade is leading the exercises. And for those of you that were there last year, Jade Michael performed and she'll be a facilitator. We do a lot of work together in the Christ consciousness realms. And Aquila was actually part of the song circle. She was playing guitar for probably at least an hour while we were all jamming. And she has an amazing voice. So I'm excited that she's going to be performing this year. But she's also a very powerful shaman. So she's going to be guiding some things at the retreat as well. So yeah, we just wanted to tap in and let you hear it from someone directly who experienced it last year for their first retreat. That's cool. I didn't know that was the case. And for you also to see that we're looking to create a community where you can eventually join and help expand what we're doing. Starlight started coming, but now she's part of it and going to be sharing her gifts. And that's really what we aspire to have with everybody that comes through, that eventually they receive so much from here. They're inspired to be on their own journeys and they become co-creators of the vibe. Thanks for being on the journey. I'm excited.
I'm so excited as well.
All right, fam, there'll be more information about the retreat. Tickets will go on sale, I believe, super duper early bird on June 14th, regular early bird on June 21st, and then in August, they become regular. So we'll put more information about what's included, but that's a 7-day experience leading up until the weekend Glow Up Festival. Tap in with us if you feel inspired or feel called, and we look forward to connecting with you soon.